Detroit. Both teams' interior defense looks good in the first half.
Excellent. They're really getting to the people.
Jordan on an errant pass. Dumars to Aguirre, and the Pistons are up by 4.
See, in all the transition, Dick, Detroit is able to get 2-on-1, 3-on-2. They have the advantage. The Bulls are not on the offensive board, and they're not back in the transition defense. So Doug's got to get him. Where are you? You have to be in one of these two places.
Sellers with a runner, and it'll drop through. But you saw the shooting percentages are total contrast to what we saw in the first quarter, where the Pistons making theirs and the Bulls struggling.
Tell you, Brad Sellers is playing real big for Chicago tonight. Where would they be without his points?
Thomas in the corner misses. Hodges with a 2-on-1 with Jordan.
Nice.
And Dumars played Jordan. He played the percentages, and Craig Hodges had the open layup.
Yeah, but Michael gave him a little hesitation move that time. That was beautiful.
You mentioned Sellers. He has 10 off the bench for the Bulls. Tied at 43. Jordan with another steal. He's playing his own game out here, Huey.
And you know what? He's enjoying himself tonight. He really is.
Gets it back from Davis. Trapped in the baseline. Here's Hodges. A 2. And we're winding down to the 2-minute mark of a sizzling first half in which the Bulls moved out strongly early and the Pistons came back to take a 4-point lead, but we're all tied up with under 2 minutes to play. This is survival for the Bulls. They need to win to keep the series alive. Aguirre gets it off in time on the 24-second clock, but traveling will turn it over to Chicago.
Up and down that time on Joe Dumars. Joe thought he was fouled, but when he went up, he came right down on the floor. Traveled. Good call.
Jordan with 15 leads the Bulls. Hodges has 13. That's 28 points combined for the starting backcourt.
Cartwright really in a battle.
Hodges with a fake on Thomas, goes strong to the hoop, batted away. And they'll have 5 seconds to try a shot with 1:22 showing in the game clock in the first half. Jordan. Sellers tries to keep it alive, but a 3-on-1 now for the Pistons. Aguirre to Dumars, and Detroit takes the lead.
See, it's a big weakness, Dick. They're getting out there too easy. 2-on-1, 3-on-1. No good, because, you know, that will wear you down over the course of the ball game. The team that gets the most easy baskets will win it.
And Chicago has been wearing down little and little each game. Sellers with the fake, and will go to the line.
The foul on Bill Laimbeer.
Bill Laimbeer with his second foul.
Brad Sellers to shoot.
Man, they love to boo. Harry B.
John Paxson for Michael Jordan.
He's really been struggling in this series, averaging only 5 rebounds, you know, very few points.
John Paxson is in, replacing Jordan, who goes out with 15 points. Still a big problem for the Chicago Bulls when the second half comes around is the fact that Horace Grant, their leading rebounder, is hampered with 3 personal fouls. And you know that when he does come back in the second half, the Pistons will try to get him into deeper foul trouble.
Well, just think, coming into tonight's game, Brad Sellers has only played 25 minutes in 5 games. And for him to come off the bench and give you this kind of effort, I'm very happy for the young man.
He didn't play for 3 of them. Dumars inside Mahorn. Good inside basket by Rick Mahorn.
See, without Grant on the floor, Chicago has no shot blocking, so Detroit can take it right down their throats.
And Pippen, who had been a tremendous rebounder in this series for the Bulls. In the dressing room, nursing an injury. He was elbowed in the face, and Chicago hopes he comes back with 25 seconds left. The Bulls have 8 seconds to try a shot, and Jordan quickly will enter the game.
Michael Jordan back.
47-45 in favor of the Pistons. Cartwright goes out. Bill Cartwright has yet to score tonight and has only 2 rebounds. The Bulls will need his offense in the second half. Jordan with a... And Sellers will be called for the foul, crashing the board.
On Brad Sellers.
Loose ball foul against Sellers with 18 seconds to go. Pistons are not over the limit. The next foul, of course, will put them there. But Detroit has to feel very good about things, not only by the fact that Scottie Pippen has not been any factor having left the game in the first minute, but Horace Grant is in foul trouble, and Pistons have to feel that just by staying even with the Bulls, they're in good shape.
Yeah, but if I'm with the Bulls, I'm also happy because they ran a section there of close to 6 minutes where they could not make a field goal. They have lost Scottie Pippen, plus Grant has given you limited time, and you're right there.
Okay, both are feeling happy right now, Hubie. They're dancing in the streets. Okay.
Turn it around a little bit.
John Long, a veteran guard who was with the Pistons in the bad years. He has seen them lose 60 games in a year and now win 60 games, has come in. By the way, 9 different Pistons have scored already in this game. Aguirre makes the free throws. 49-45, Detroit. Michael Jordan, after a sizzling first quarter, has made only 1 of 6 shots here in the second. Greg Hodges has kept him in the game with 11 points. Jordan will go to the line with 2 seconds to go.
Well, they were determined that he was not going to make a layup on that drive.
Well, it's playoff basketball, right? Should be no easy layups at this level of play.
Well, during the regular season, Michael goes to the foul line 9 times a game. But in the playoffs, 17 games he's averaging, this being the 17th, 13 attempts. You know, that's really taking physical punishment, going at it. New York series, he had to beat the press. In this series, he has to beat the double and triple teams and the body wear down.
The only game Jordan did not lead the Bulls in scoring was the last game when Craig Hodges scored 19. Jordan had to settle for 18 and in fact scored only 1 point in the fourth quarter. Isaiah Thomas getting treatment for ice on his leg. Michael Jordan, who originally wanted to be a baseball player, eventually wants to become a golf star. He's pretty good at it right now. 20-second timeout called by Chuck Daly. 2 seconds to go, and Detroit up by a pair.
When you're in this situation, you're probably going to go with some form of a long pass first. If they take that away, you would like to make a pass somewhere up to half court, because in 2 seconds you can get and cover an awful lot of ground if your dribbler does not get double teamed. It's amazing how many times in the NBA that they'll get off a good shot in this position. Defensively, you're trying not to allow your man to go long for a long catch.
Aguirre has to go to Johnson short. He gets it off in time, but nothing doing. Michael Jordan with 17 and Isaiah Thomas with 12 are the highest scorers as that ends the first half with the Pistons leading the Bulls 49-47 in Game 6. The pattern has been the same in the series. The Pistons have weathered an early spurt and an early storm by the Chicago Bulls and have come back, and they may be in better position than they know, because Hubie Brown just talked a few moments ago with the Bulls head coach Doug Collins, and here's how that went.
Doug, the condition of Scottie Pippen.
Well, Scottie won't play anymore tonight. He was knocked out, and the doctor just doesn't feel he can play tonight. So that's a real severe blow for us.
It's a tough loss. Grant's fouls. Where is your major emphasis right now?
Well, you know, my biggest concern is that we got a team on the floor there at one point when I was trying to rest some guys that couldn't score, and we've got to have good floor balance. And I want us to keep pushing the ball up the floor. I don't want to get into a half-court game because we can't win that way.
Good luck, Doug.
Thanks, you.
Meanwhile, Isaiah Thomas suffered a slight right hamstring pull toward the end of the half, and that's been bandaged up. But you heard the word, Scottie Pippen won't be back. Grant is playing with 3 personal fouls. Bill Cartwright has yet to score. And if it weren't for the guards, the Bulls would be in bad shape right now. They go in early to Cartwright. The shot is blocked, and it's Detroit ball. So a good block inside by Rick Mahorn.
Excellent defense by Mahorn. Push Cartwright behind the backboard. Force him to shoot with the left hand. Easy to block.
It's the starting lineup of Aguirre, Mahorn, Laimbeer, Dumars, and Thomas for Detroit in blue. Here's Isaiah Thomas. Short with it, and Jordan the rebound.